This is what voting in the 2014 midterm, so again, we're always looking at the previous midterm just to show you what it should look like. But by the way, if you went back for 20 years, you would find the same pattern. We did the last 10, so I can say that confidently about the last decade. This is voting drop-off between governor and lieutenant governor by mode of vote. So who in here voted early on the machines? Hey, well done. We did a lot of pushing for that, you know. How many voted by absentee ballot?
Yeah.
Okay, and how many of you voted on election day on the machines? Any provisional ballot voters in here? Okay, so that is by mode. Did you vote on election day on a machine? Did you vote early on a machine? Or did you vote by absentee ballot, which is our only form of hand-marked paper ballots? The red line represents absentee, the gray is advanced voting, and the blue is election day voting on the machines. Do you notice how all the curves are the same shape? That's right, because how many of you actually vote differently when you vote on a paper ballot versus a machine? Do you skip races? Because in order to believe that vampire thing, you actually have to believe that 169,000 people skipped the lieutenant governor's race, and then 130,000 of them decided to go ahead and vote the rest of the ballot. To believe that that happened naturally, right? That's not normal behavior. Let me show you what this looks like in 2018. We go next. Yeah. This is why I love math. So you'll notice that the red curve is still that same normal shape up there at the top. It's a little bit more dramatic, but part of that is just because Stacey Abrams, our top of the ticket, was such an incredible candidate, right? That there might have been a little bit of more drop-off in certain counties between her and everybody else on the ballot. But the red line, which is paper, hand-marked ballots, absentee ballots, is normal. And then the gray and the blue lines, yeah, those are your votes on the machine. Yeah, so in other words, what the MIT data scientist said, and what he later confirmed with his friends at the MIT Elections Lab, which is a center full of election science applied statisticians who look at these kind of issues, is that not only was this 130,000 votes, not only did it only affect a Democratic candidate, who obviously I had an interest in, and not only did it come only missing votes in highly Democratic counties, it only happened when you voted on the machine. So one of the things you think is, well, did I do something wrong, right, as a candidate? Was there something I made a misstep and that changed my fortunes? What this graph tells us is, no, that's not even possible. Because the thing is that red line, those absentee ballots are being cast at the same time the gray line is. But the gap persists.